Imagine telling a bird it's okay to fly, or a fish it's okay to swim, or a baby it's okay to cry. Imagine telling the sun it's okay to rise, or giving the devil permission to sin. Who are you to tell a light to shine, or a trophy it's okay to win? Imagine being a physical breathing person but not knowing it's okay to live, and then one day you're randomly told to go be free. Would you even know what that means? A bird with the unlocked cage will still choose to sing, partly because it's found beauty between the bars, but also it's never known the full capacity of its wings. To throw away the cage, knowing a bird in a house will never have access to the tree, reminds me of the 13th Amendment, an illusion, a sick joke, giving people their freedom papers knowing they were never taught to read, and us taking a few words and running with it, only to get a rude awakening when we find out they ain't even really what it means. Pete. The people are informed that in accordance with the proclamation from the Executive of the United States of America, all slaves are free. This involves an absolute equality in rights of property between former masters and slaves, and the connection hereforth existing between them become that between employer and hired labor. The freed are advised to remain at their present homes and work for wages. They are informed that they will not be allowed to collect at military posts and will not be supported in idleness there or elsewhere. In summary, you won't be called a slave if you receive a wage, and you can have a title change, but your roles and responsibilities will stay the same. You're now considered a free man. But if you don't work, you won't eat, and if you get caught standing around doing nothing, we can't protect you from this beating. That got me thinking. What does it mean to be free? To be loved, knowing that love don't cost a thing, placed on a pedestal, admired, highlighted for everything that you bring, a true piece of art. But who would have thought that you would go from being studied to becoming the master's piece, and your value wouldn't matter after the sale? You will be treated however the buyer sees. Was your purpose to be purchased? Why did the price decrease? How much were you valued at? The shit get deeper than you think. To think there were still slaves in the field after June 19th. Many of them never received the message because the crops that were just planted needed their expertise. They wanted to eat the fruits of our labor and then throw away the seeds. So why are we still here? Because if you love something, you should let it go, and that's exactly why they would never let us leave. So there's only one thing that could take somebody in hell and set them free, and that's exactly why they try their best not to let us breathe. People look at the past and say it couldn't be me, and I think, are you sure? Because I'm aware that history repeats. How many of y'all are aware that Mississippi finally abolished slavery in February 2013? You got to give them grace. You know how hard to stand on top of paperwork can be. I wondered why my mama wanted me home by the time the lights hit the streets. And then I found myself in the sun downtown last week. You know, I tried to wake my people up and tell them follow their dreams, but they yelled at me for disturbance, closed the blinds, and went back to sleep. So I'm going to tell y'all, the stuff that come natural to you, that you enjoy doing for free, is worth millions on the invoice, paid upon complete. Respect between being slavers and being paid. Even me, myself, sometimes sell myself short doing good work for cheap. You got to know your worth. That's what they love to preach. But how do you calculate the value of something invaluable that's been captured and stolen and bought and sold and bought and sold and bought and sold and then told it was free? The difference is to be on your own or own. That's the difference of receipts. That's peace, love, light, darkness. That's life, my babies.